Yes, fight fans, body and mind sports, welcome. You are fully appreciated if you are here for another session of boxing talk, my people. And in this round, my guys, this round, I ain't gonna waste no time. I'm just gonna go straight into it because I do have several news stories to deliver to you people, and I don't want to make it all long and messy. So without any further delay, let's get right into it, my people. And so, if you believe the rumors, Canelo Alvarez and Chris Eubank Jr. are linked to possibly fight one another next, my guys, my people. And the rumors, my guys, may not be rumors after all, because it has been confirmed by Eubank's promoter Ben Shalom at Boxer, my guys. Ben Shalom says that conversation surrounding that fight has already started. So negotiations has already started. And he fancies his chances of being able to land this fight. I mean, he really does. And so does Chris Eubank Jr., my people. Because Ben Shalom, he says that the last time around they were this close to making the fight. And in that he means that if you can cast your mind back just to July, my people, there were rumors of Canelo and Eubank Jr. linked that time in July. That was after Canelo Alvarez had beaten Jaime Munguia to retain his unified titles at 168. But the reason behind why the fight between him and Eubank wasn't made that time round, I don't know, my guys. I really don't know how that fell apart. But one thing we all know though is that he went from there to face Edgar Berlanga instead, my people. So now he's come full circle, I guess, to revisit the fight with Chris Eubank Jr., who does carry a very healthy UK fan base, my people. So there's dollars surrounding, there is pounds, heavy pounds surrounding his name, my people, that the fans will shell out on. So Canelo knows exactly what he is doing there, my people. You know, because Saul Canelo Alvarez, he wants to fight in the UK, my guys, and he's targeting Wembley Stadium. He wants to fight at Wembley Stadium. I mean, he's possibly looked at the magnitude of Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois' fight on September the 21st and thought, wow, I've never done nothing like this. 98,000 fans, man, who could I possibly face in the UK that can draw that? And he's looked at Chris Eubank Jr., my people. But the difference in Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois, number one, there are two big names in the UK. Two big names in the UK. Anthony Joshua, arguably the biggest name in boxing. Arguably, my people. So the majority of their fans are centered here. They are centered here. Not only that, they are heavyweights. Heavyweights, my people. And there was something on the line. There was a title on the line, the IBF title, with a promise for the winner to go ahead and fight for undisputed versus another two big names, my guys, in Fury and Usyk, my people. But what does this fight carry other than that? I mean, what does this fight carry between Saul Canelo Alvarez and Eubank that you could compare to that, my people, that might make them believe that this would be a fight that is fit for Wembley, my people? I don't know whether Eubank's name carries that much notoriety amongst fans, my guys, to be able to fill up Wembley Stadium. Can it even do half of Wembley Stadium? Wembley Stadium, 68,000. I mean, 98,000, my people. 98,000. Can he do 98,000? I don't know. But Saul Canelo Alvarez does have fans all over the world. UK, he's got fans. He's got fans in Europe that would come and watch him fight, I believe, and regardless of who he fights. You know, Canelo's fans are just like that, dumb, you know. And so yeah, they will spend their money to watch Canelo fight anyway, I guess. And Chris Eubank Jr., of course, carries a hefty fan base in the UK. So don't get me wrong, it is a big fight, possible big fight. Let me say possible big fight, but is it a good fight? Possibly, because Chris Eubank Jr. always comes to fight, but I see this fight as a fight where Chris Eubank Jr. is coming to possibly get carried away on his shield, my guys, because he's got no chance versus Canelo Alvarez. This is just a quick money grab by Saul Canelo Alvarez. That is the only way I can describe it. If you look at the pattern of how Canelo's fights have been. Okay. Yeah, if you look at the pattern of how Canelo's fights have been going of recent, I mean his last if you go through his last 3 opponents, my guys, you've had John Ryder, my guys, then Jaime Munguia, then Edgar Berlanga. Fights that we knew from get-go were not credible matchups for Saul Canelo Alvarez. Disparities in the caliber of fighters. Saul Canelo Alvarez is like right here and all his opponents are way below. So it's a guaranteed win there. But his opponents, however though, carried a name. You know, a big enough name to make a good fight, my guys, a good fight he can earn from, my people. But in terms of making fights where he stands a chance of losing, i.e. the Benavidez's, he's not gonna go there, my guys. He is not going to go there. And I think the fact that Benavidez right now has actually got a fight with David Morrell lined up for early 2005, well, that gives Saul Canelo Alvarez a great excuse, my guys. If ever should it come up the question that why did you choose to face Chris Eubank Jr. instead, he's got a ready-made excuse there as well for Beterbiev or Bivol, who he was yapping about wanting to fight Bivol before. We know Bivol and Beterbiev, they're involved in trying to make their undisputed rematch, my people. And so that just tells you the story of Canelo Alvarez's career right now, my people. He's just looking for easy fights for big paydays, my people, my guys, and holding up the titles, my people. He's a unified champion in the division. He doesn't care anything about the belts, and it's obvious. But the sanctioning bodies, they know this, and they are so afraid of losing Saul Canelo Alvarez and his you know, the fight purses that comes along with his fights. They want their 3% of that, fight purse, my guys. So these sanctioning bodies, they're not going to do anything, my people. I mean, there's a champion there now in the division in William Skull, who's got Canelo's IBF title after he lost the IBF title for failure of facing his mandatory in the same fighter, William Skull, my people. But yeah, he's not going for William Skull, and I don't really blame him, because William Skull, not only is not a big name, he's not a good fighter at all. The way I see him right now, he's a sitting duck for the other champions to go and collect that belt. Somebody credible needs to go and collect that belt from William Skull ASAP, my people. And yeah, however though, the point I really want to make is that Saul Canelo Alvarez is not interested in belts right now, not in 168 anyway, not at 168, possibly 175 as he said, if Bivol was to become a champion once again there, he would go up to visit that fight again with Dimitri Bivol, who is in conversation with Better Beef to make a rematch, as I have told you people already, my guys. And so Saul Canelo Alvarez, I'm gonna round it up by saying he wants Chris Eubank Jr. next. Fits perfectly in the criteria of an easy fight, easy payday for Saul Canelo Alvarez. You know who else fits that criteria? Terence Bud Crawford, by Saul Canelo Alvarez's own words, my people, not mine, by his own words. So if that's the case, why not go for Chris Eubank? I mean, for Terence Bud Crawford. I mean, he does represent a bigger fight purse, way bigger. Was it 100 million they offered him in the first negotiations? So there you go. This fight has confirmed that, of course, Saul Canelo Alvarez is the biggest duck of all time, my people. The biggest. Not only that, but he's holding the belts hostage. Holding the belts hostage, and holding, what's even worse than that, is holding other people's careers hostage. There's people who their best chance of getting a belt is possibly at 168, but Saul Canelo Alvarez is hugging 3 major belts in the division, and the sanctioning bodies ain't doing fuck all about it. So yeah, money talks more than sense sometimes in this sport, my people, when those sanctioning bodies, they could possibly easily relinquish Canelo of those titles and make other credible fighters in the division to fight for those fighters that are in position to fight for those titles, get those titles, and then force Canelo Alvarez one way or the other to if he's interested in a belt, fight for the belts with against a credible opponent, or just make a new star from those opponents. Make a new star. You got Mbile, you can make a star out of him. You got Diego Pacheco, you can make stars out of him. And you got Edgar Berlanga and Munguia, you can make stars out of them in that division. My people, we're tired of Saul Canelo Alvarez's ducking game, holding titles hostage and people's careers hostage, my guys. Like, who's this guy, man? These sanctioning bodies, they're weak, hella weak, my guys. I ain't going to lie, my people. And so yeah, that's it for Canelo and Chris Eubank Jr. But Chris Eubank Jr. before this fight though, he was linked with Conor Ben, my people. And Chris Eubank Jr., after his last fight, with Camille Gerard-Mata, a fight we all expected Chris Eubank Jr. to win anyway, and he had been on a long layoff before that fight though, a year's layoff. So to him, that was just a fight just to knock off the rust, my people. We didn't think it was a fight to get him ready for Saul Canelo Alvarez, but there you go, my people. And before that, Camille Gerard-Mata, he actually beat Liam Smith. He beat Liam Smith via KO in 2023. But before that though, he got knocked out by Liam Smith, so in the same year as well, earlier on the same year. So that was revenge, for Chris Eubank there, after beating Smith, my guys, to go on a year later to fight Camille Gerard-Mata. But him and Conor Ben were linked, like I said, 2022. They were supposed to fight, and the fight was actually supposed to take place in October of that year. I believe it was October 8th or something like that. you know. But that fight fell apart because of Conor Ben testing for performance enhancement, so that fight couldn't take a place despite press conference was held. Even face off was held. So yeah, that all went down the drain in that occasion. And Conor Ben was placed on provisional suspension, my guys. But according to Conor Ben, those provisional suspensions that was dropped on him by UCAD, the UK anti-doping, well, he said that he's now free and free as a bird to fight, my guys, to fight in the UK after that ban. And it's been confirmed. It's been confirmed by UCAD. So but Eubank's team and Eubank's team have said, you know, that they couldn't face Conor Ben because he has, you know, his suspension still ongoing. So I don't know. Possibly they just preferred possibly they just preferred the Canelo fight, my people, because Eubank is a good, credible opponent to fight, and another name that I think the fans would be anticipating to watch that fight. Is been in the making for quite some time now, my people. Although Chris Eubank did say that he's finding it hard now to make 160 the division, or the weight that Conor Ben wants to fight at, because Conor Ben actually fights at 147, my people. So if he has to go to 168, that means three weight classes he has to jump, my guys. But if Eubank can come down to 160, that would be great. I mean, the first time they were actually set to fight in 2022, Chris Eubank was willing to come down to a catch weight of 157, my guys. So that fight is possibly on hold now. But if the Canelo versus Eubank should fall through and not happen, maybe Eubank and Conor Ben might happen next. That is what I'm assuming, and I think it's not too far outlandish what I'm thinking, my people. And yeah, so let's just wait and see on that one. We're just gonna have to wait and see. But Conor Ben, it's like he doesn't want to wait and see, because right now he's calling out fighters. One of those fighters he's called out is Jerome Bruce Ennis, Stanionis, and what's his name again? Marius Barrios, my people. These are all champions at 147 in Conor Ben's division, and he says he will fight any of them. He will fight any of the champions, my guys, my people. But currently, though, concerning Jerome Bruce Ennis, well, he is lined up to face Karen Chukadzian, my guys, to defend his IBF title against Karen Chukadzian, an opponent who is now his mandatory for that title. But he has beaten Chukadzian already before to get the interim titleage of the IBF interim titleage, my people. So it's kind of frustrating that he has to fight the same fighter again. Fans don't really want that fight, because it's a routine fight for Jerome Bruce Ennis, my people. We know what's gonna happen. He's just gonna beat him up, possibly be even less as competitive as the last time. And believe me, last time was very, very uncompetitive, my guys. Not competitive at all, my people. But Jerome Bruce Ennis, though, it seems after that fight, he is Turki Al Sheikh could be targeting him to fight on a Riyadh season card, my guys. He wants him to headline a Riyadh season card in February 22nd versus Vergil Ortiz, my people. Wow, that would be a massive, massive fight, my guys. That would be huge. And the fight they're actually targeting for the undercard of Jerome Bruce Ennis versus Vergil Ortiz. Guess this, my guys, it's going to be a big one, my people. I'm looking forward to this one. It has to happen. It has to happen, my guys. It has to happen. We have Jesse Bam Bam Rodriguez versus Roman Choclatito Gonzalez, my guys. Yeah, Roman Gonzalez versus Jesse Bam Bam Rodriguez, my guys. And I think that will be a super fight, my people. Super Jesse and Bam Bam Rodriguez. Who did he fight? His last fight. Please put it down on the comments, my guys, because the reason why I'm saying this is because Roman Gonzalez actually fought the same opponent and had major problems with him, but Jesse Rodriguez dispatched of him in just easily dispatched of him. So yeah, somebody put down in the comments who that opponent was, my guys. So those are the fights that have been lined up right now. But I was thinking 22nd of February, isn't that the same time when Daniel Dubois and Anthony Joshua are to return? So that goes to and this fight, and I know that's you know, was planned for a Riyadh season card. So is this is this Jerome Bruce Ennis versus Vergil Ortiz fight? You know, is planned for a Riyadh season card in Saudi Arabia, my people, as well. Just like Anthony Joshua, Daniel Dubois, my people. And so my guys, does that mean that Anthony Joshua is not returning at all versus Daniel Dubois, and may well be of course trying to get the winner of Fury and Usyk instead? I don't know, but you know, those two dates seem to clash, my guys. February 22nd for Vergil Ortiz, and the February target for Anthony Joshua and Dubois. So I guess what Eddie Hearn is saying is true then, that Joshua may in fact be returning around May, my guys. Is it around May or April? Somewhere around there, my people. Yeah. So possibly there might be no Joshua Dubois, which is what I think is going to happen. There might not be any Joshua Dubois right now, my guys, my people. And with that said, that's all I have for you in this session of Boxing Talk, my people. And before you leave, my guys, please do share, do like, subscribe, and drop your comments below, my people. And as always, stay super blessed, my guys. And we out of here. Bless.